Is Marvin Bagley a bust?
The cool that they don't like to see you winning. They wanna see you in a penitentiary. I need me a little baby who gon' listen. Girl, I don't wanna be the one you ignorant. My mama told me, boy, make a decision.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Clutch Talk podcast /YouTube/ We Do It All. My boy Junior, what's up, baby? How you doing?
Yo. I'm excited to be here. Excited to interview Ryder and get talking about the Sacramento Kings. Like, this one's going to be interesting because there's a lot of trade rumors with them.
A lot of trade rumors. My boy Jay Hill over there, the 6. What's up?
What's good, man? Yo, appreciate having Ryder on today and excited to talk about the Kings, man. Like Junior said, they got a lot of questions to answer this offseason. So, yeah, let's get into it.
Man, hold on. Before I even let Ryder introduce himself, let me give Ryder a clean and correct introduction, man. Not only is this my guy, not only is this a huge Sacramento Kings fan, not only is this a hooper, but this is also a newly father to Isaiah.
Yeah.
Ryder, what's up, man? We're so happy to have you on, Ryder.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be on. I love it. I love the fucking podcast. I just want to support,
For sure, Ryder. Hey, we're really, really happy to have you on. And so, guys, all we got here today is we're gonna talk about the Sacramento Kings a little bit. We're gonna talk about their season, some trade rumors that we got coming up, and just anything that you guys are feeling. You guys are cool with that?
Sure.
Most definitely. Let's get into this. So, Ryder, let me ask you, man. So we ask all our fans, man, that come on the show for these offseason interviews. Like, as a Kings fan, with the way the season went, are you content or like how are you feeling?
Like I feel every year as a Kings fan, disappointed and with little hope, I still think about Luka, I'm like, it's bad, I don't know. It just hurt,
And what could have been?
Exactly.
What could have been over there in Sacramento, man? So, Ryder, This is the 15th year that you guys have missed the playoffs in a row. Man, I mean, like, I have here on my notes, like, you can't be content with how the year went. You just can't be, man. So, Ryder, like, where's the frustration? Like, just talk to me about how you feel the season went.
Okay, I had a good expectations coming into the season. I really thought they were going to do better than they have recently. I mean, they've been like a 30-win team for, like you said, ever. And sometimes like a 20-win team. I'm just happy they're not like a 15, 16, like a Charlotte Bobcats situation, really. But I mean, I don't know. I really thought it was going to be maybe the year that they get the A seed. I want to get in just one time to a playoff game. Because, I came to Sacramento and like young. I remember being for the Kings and the Lakers and they had a chance, and after that it was done. And I don't know, De'Aaron Fox disappointed me a little bit just with injuries and stuff like that. Marvin Bagley didn't show up at all, really. Bielitsa turned out to be doo-doo. Like, oh my God. Like, I don't know. It was nothing to smile about in the season, like Buddy's trash. I'm like, come on. The whole Buddy page. Oh my God. But I feel like everyone wants to be off the Kings right now, and I get it. You know what I mean? That's how I'm feeling about the season afterwards. And nothing really helped throughout the season. It was just all bad.
Ryder, I gotta be honest with you, man. Like through like maybe not halfway, a little bit before halfway throughout the middle of the season, I was like, man, the Kings might actually make the playoffs because they had a decent roster. Mm-hmm. They were making a good push, man. So let me ask my guys first. Jay Hill Jr., did you guys have the Kings making the playoffs midway or anything like that, or me and Ryder tripping?
I didn't have them making it, but I had it close just because the West is so packed. It's tough to. Yeah. Like, I think that if they were the East, they would have made it. Like how I would have predicted in the beginning of the season. I would have had them making it out of the East, but not in the West. Unfortunately, it's just way too packed out there.
Jay Hill, how about you?
Yeah, man. Like Ryder is saying, it's been so long. I remember it's been since 2006 that the Kings made the playoffs, and
wow.
Honestly, before the season, no, like I didn't think the Kings would, because I thought it was going to just be just like every year. But I think they were competitive at a certain point in the season, and there was a chance for them. But we'll get into this. But Luke Walton's not the answer for them. So that's just how I feel about the Kings. And until that changes, I can't believe in the Kings.
So since Jay Hill already brought up the topic, I want to ask you a question, right? I asked John this.
I already know.
How does Luke Walton still have a job?
Bro, no. Come on.
Please tell me now.
Honestly, what's his name? Mike Malone from the Nuggets. I remember back in the day when we had him for like a quick second. That was back when DeMarcus was getting everybody fired. You know, all the coaches went through like 4 coaches in like a year, maybe 2. It was bad. Like Paul Westphal, everybody gone. Bye. But I feel like we haven't had a good coach since then, and hiring Luke Walton was like a step down that I didn't even like. Come on, he coached the Warriors with Steph Curry, and then when Steve Kerr was gone, like that's his whole credential, and we're just like, yeah, that's perfect. Like he knows what he's doing. It's Luke Walton, bro. Come on, I'm good. No,
man. And I remember too. I remember all the hype when he was an assistant on the Warriors, and then I remember. I mean, I think he went something like 37-4 or something crazy like that, but it wasn't Luke Walton. It's the fact that the Warriors were just stacked. I mean, they had Curry and Clay, AD. I was like, bro, I go out there and coach them to get 37 out of 40 wins. Exactly. They were that good of a team. And then he came to the Lakers. He was bad on the Lakers. We saw what happened when he doesn't have a really, really, really good team. And then he came to the Kings, and I don't know what they were expecting when they hired him. Like he was going to turn things around.
Ryder, let me ask you this, man. So, like we just talked about, the 15-year drought, but as I mentioned, the roster doesn't look ridiculously terrible, man. There are other rosters throughout the league that are definitely worse teams. So I want to ask you, like, where do you think the problem is coming from? Is it a roster thing? Is it a coaching thing? Is it or organization higher ups?
Okay, I've watched this team go through different ownership, different everything. I remember when the Maloofs owned the Kings, and everyone in Sac hated them. Their kids went to the high school at Rosemont, and they were getting like booed out of the high school games. You know what I'm saying? The organization of the Sacramento Kings treats it like it's like a business and just has no basketball sense whatsoever. And like, I don't know. Honestly, it's so disappointing. And like, I talked about Luka earlier, like even that was mismanaged. I mean, reportedly, obviously I don't know everything, but reportedly that was mismanaged because of Vlade's relationship with Luka's father. And so it's like, bro, you're really not going to draft a generational talent because you had some petty beef with his dad when you played back in the day. Like, stupid things. And then you draft Marvin Bagley. And I'm not saying Marvin Bagley is bad, honestly. I think the Kings, like you said, like you made great points. The Kings have a stacked roster compared to many other teams in the league, really. And like you said, they should be doing this. But the thing is, this is not the first time this has happened for me as a Kings fan. I remember back in the day when it was Isaiah Thomas, DeMarcus Cousins, Tyreek Evans. We had, I think, John Salmons at the time. Wait, no, not John Salmons. We had Rudy Gay at the time. I mean, that's like a not bad team. You know what I'm saying? I remember I went to a Kings game versus the Lakers when Kobe was playing. Kobe dropped 36. They got beat by like 16. And you know what I mean? That's not happening. Isaiah Thomas dropped 36 points. It was like his career high at that point. I watch these games and it's like the teams are so talented and they come and show out against good teams like the Heat back in the day and the Lakers and the Warriors. They want to show out during them and they can because they can compete. But really, they don't have any support from anywhere else. The upper top don't want to pay them. They don't want to give them any of the like national TV money. You know what I'm saying? It's so many issues with Sacramento, and that's why so many times in the past 10 years you heard them say like, "Oh, we're gonna move to Seattle." I don't want them to move to Seattle. I love the Kings. I'm a big Kings fan, but I mean, honestly, at some point you just got to see. It's like what's the name? James Dolan for the Knicks. It's like, what are you doing, bro? Sell the team, bro.
You just got to cut your losses, man. It's not working out anymore.
Yeah, bro. And actually, speaking of that shit, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
The owner now, I think his name, the Indian billionaire, when he bought the team from the Maloofs, everyone was happy and sad. everyone was happy because we thought it was going to be a new decade for us, you know. And it's been probably like maybe 8 years now, and no, I'm not happy. That's all I want to say.
What's up, Junior?
Lana, I wanted to ask you something, right? So when you guys signed Hassan Whiteside, how did you feel that he was going to be an addition to the roster? Because yeah, he's a little bit like, I guess, not the best locker room guy, but I mean, he's a 20 and 15 player, right? And like, that always helps.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did you feel about the signing? Did you think it was going to help more than it did? Did it disappoint you? How do you feel about it?
The signing itself excited me so much because really the Kings have had so many locker room problems over the years. A locker room problem is not an issue, really. I'm not tripping about that. You feel me? I'm not tripping. Give me 20 and 15, like you said. You feel me? Then we're not going to talk about nothing. But
man,
but honestly, the handling of Hassan Whiteside. Do you see how many minutes? I don't know if y'all watched the Kings games. He didn't play like for the Kings. He didn't.
They
like,
left him on the bench.
Like, why did you get him? Why'd you get him? Like, if you're literally just gonna make him be like a Harry Giles and do nothing for the team, they wasted Harry Giles' potential over years. Like, you remember Harry Giles coming out of high school? That boy was
he was supposed to be
like,
him. Went to
like,
Duke and was that
exactly,
guy.
Exactly. He got injured, but that man can hoop. Like, that man can still play. He's skinny, you know what I mean? He needs to put on some weight, whatever. That man can hoop. Like, I don't know. It's another, just like I said, a mishandled like play by the organization, and it makes me as a fan like so. It's funny because like you come to Sacramento, everyone's probably going to be either Kings fan or a Warriors fan, some Lakers fans, you know. And if you talk to a Kings fan, it's just like it's talking to me right now. It's just like straight disappointment. It's like, come on, bro. Like, it's terrible.
Just straight venting.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like I gotta get it out, you know. Like, can't talk to my girl about it or nothing like that. I gotta get it out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like I was the same way from about 2013 to about 2018. I was the same way with the Lakers, bro. I'm like, anybody who's going to listen, let me tell you about these 15-win seasons. Like, please get this off.
Exactly. I used to be talking mad shit to John. I'm not gonna lie about it.
We did. You used to be talking a lot of shit.
Like, hey, I was pretty happy back in that day. You know what I mean? I was like, the Kings got a better rank than the Lakers. What's up? You know what I mean? Them beat LA chance finally came true. Go.
So, Ryder, let me ask you. Junior just brings up Hassan Whiteside. The two most important free agents you guys got coming up is Hassan Whiteside and Rashard Holmes. So, just real quick, what do you think they should do with each of those players, Hassan and then Rashard Holmes? Okay,
Hassan Whiteside, honestly, I feel like with the speed that the Kings are probably going to want to move in with De'Aaron Fox level player, they probably won't want to use him, so I would say dish him as soon as possible because you already pretty much they should have traded, in my opinion, they should have traded him last year at the trade deadline, in my opinion, just because I feel like he had more trade potential or merit or value, more trade value at that time. I mean, now it's been like a year and teams haven't really seen him play. That's never good, especially for a big guy, And so I want to trade him. I want to trade him for like maybe like a 2.5, 3-star player. I mean, the Kings can never really get more than that for someone like Hassan, like because of the market. But that needs to be ASAP. That needs to be during the offseason, and we got to like have some hope, because Hassan has a big contract, though, doesn't he? That's the thing about it. Exactly. That's probably exactly why we didn't get him off, I'm disappointed. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about Hassan. I'm just like, come on, man.
Next time. Next question.
No, but Rashawn, that's my guy, okay? I don't want to get rid of Rashawn Holmes at all. I feel like Rashawn Holmes and, an offense not centered around Rashawn Holmes, but centered around De'Aaron Fox and someone else that could run the floor, spot up, hit jumpers, and maybe like play defense, like a Klay Thompson-esque player that obviously isn't Klay Thompson, but does some of the things that he can do. And then with Rashawn Holmes doing a lot of the dirty work that like a Dennis Rodman would do, or like a Draymond Green, or you know what I mean, some just dirty like toolbox player. Like Rashawn Holmes is it all. He can run the floor. He could be a star in this league if he really wanted to, but not like a superstar, And so he's never going to get paid like that unless he stays in like a mid-market team like the Kings. So I feel like they're going to keep him.
So you want them to keep Rashard and ship Hassan?
Yeah, I would say that just because I feel like you can't get as much for Rashawn either. Like I feel like I said, he's kind of like too undersized at his position to really get any money, and he can't shoot as well, as what you need for a 4 or a 5 or whatever you want to play him. I don't think you can get enough for him. I think it's not worth it. Just keep him. He's a good player.
Jay Hill, what do you think the King should do with Hassan Whiteside and Rashawn?
Yeah, with the Hassan, if it's a choice between the two, I think Hassan's got to be out. Like Ryder said, Rashawn, if they're playing out there last year, they were 10th in pace in the league, which shows you if Walton's there or whoever's coaching, they want to get up and down. Like Ryder said, De'Aaron's a high pace, like fast guard. They want to run up and down, get shots up. Outscore teams, and Hassan's not your guy. I mean, he's been known for being a lazier player, and that's been his whole, like, he's talented, he can get it done, but Rashawn's willing to, work hard, get loose balls, get those 50-50 plays. He's a double-double guy. He can score. Obviously, he needs to improve his, mid-range shooting at least, but Hassan's not giving you shooting and extending the defense as well. So you definitely got to go with the younger player. Even though he's undersized, but I would definitely take Rashawn.
If Rashawn Holmes could extend his game like Bam Adebayo did last year to bring in that mid range jumper to him, man, that'll
make same level, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He really is. So Ryder, let me ask you this, Ryder, because I got a real good question for you because I low key got a hot take. All right, Ryder, is Marvin Bagley a bust?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said that with no hesitation.
Well, let's think about it. It's been 4 years, right?
Yeah.
He's been
Tell me
injured
a
lot.
lot.
Tell me.
Man. He's been injured for I'm not gonna lie, the majority of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I agree with you, Ryder. I agree with you.
Yes, he is a bust, and I'm gonna go with that just because I think I'm gonna keep my word. Yeah, I think he's a bust because I think that draft was too stacked for that. You know what I mean? Like, just because of that, if he was in another draft, because I could see him averaging like 18 and 10 in this league. He could be like a Chris Bosh player. You know what I mean? Chris Bosh, I don't know. I could see Marvin Bagley. He's super athletic, and he's when you see him in person, he's a lot quicker than you think he is on TV. I don't know. I feel like he could do something in this league, but he's not going to do what DeAndre Ayton did. He's not going to do what Trae Young did, what Luka Doncic did. People that are drafted after him. You know what I mean? I can't. I off the top of my head, I can't name more players from that draft, but that draft was stacked. So for him to he went second or third,
second pick,
right? Yeah, exactly. No, but
yeah. Ryder, I gotta agree with you, Ryder. And I even have right here on my notes. I'm like, if anyone said that he wasn't a bust, I'll be like, he was the first round second pick. Do you want to hear the previous first round second picks? 2017 was Ja Morant. 2016, Lonzo Ball. 2017, Lonzo Ball. 2016, Brandon Ingram. It was 2019 that was Ja Morant. That's just ridiculous, man. I think every one of those players is better than Marvin Bagley, man. So, Jay Hill Jr., how do you guys feel about Bagley? You guys think he's a bust or not?
I can't say that yet. I mean, he's been injured for so long. It's like, by the same note, then we could just say the same thing about Porzingis, right? Like, he's a prominent player who's been injured a lot. But I personally, I'm not ready to give up on Bagley just yet, because I need to see him playing healthy, and I need to see him playing in a better system. I don't think he's going to grow to his full potential in Sacramento. I think he needs to go to a team where he's going to be able to have more plays run through him. Because now, look at the Kings. He's not going to be the primary scorer, right? That's always going to go to De'Aaron Fox. Tyrese Halliburton is probably taking priority over Marvin Bagley, right? And then now you got Rashawn Holmes is going up too, and he's going to take priority over Marvin Bagley. So maybe go to a team where he can be at most a second option or something. But now, he's not even going to get that many opportunities to kind of show what he can do. But I don't want to fault him also for getting injured. I mean, part of it is preparation, but part of it is luck too. So I do think that, I hate getting on players for getting injured. Yeah. So I don't want to call him a bust just yet, but I do agree that his window is starting to close and rather fast, especially when you look at everyone else who was drafted around him. Or in the years nearby, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I respect that.
Jay Hill, how you feeling about Marvin Bagley? That's a bust to you or what?
Nah, I'm with Junior on that one. Whereas I want to see him have a full year healthy, see what he can do. maybe Sacramento isn't the right fit. I know there's been like ongoing frustration. Either it was with Walton or the front office. I know Bagley's always had like issues there, but yeah, it's early. I want to see a full year for Bagley. The skills and the flashes are always there to be, like Ryder's saying, like kind of a star, almost like borderline to measure up to the rest of the class. But right now, it's way too early to call him a bust. I want to see like a 1 year healthy.
Yeah, I feel like I've only seen like 2 years out of him max. If
Yeah.
that, that's why I feel like I don't have enough data to call him a bust yet.
Yeah.
So
I feel like if he went to the Spurs, my bad. I feel like if he went to the Spurs, he'd be a great player, and like if Pop stayed obviously for long term, he could like mold him into a fantastic player, but the Kings
that'd be a good destination.
probably wanted, you know what I mean? That'd be a great destination just for him, especially someone like take him on like they did kind of a Kawhi and like mold him a little bit, you know what I mean? Make him a team player more. I don't know, but at the same time, the Kings have always been, in my mind, the worst player developing team of the league. They get look at all of the past 20 years of drafts. They get good players, use them for nothing, and then ship them out for nothing. No, that's the strategy, bro.
Except Tyreek Evans, though. He won a Rookie of the Year, then he was bad after.
Exactly.
That's a reverse one right there.
Yeah, there's a lot about it. Yeah.
That was really good development. You know what I mean?
Ryder, let me ask you this then. So if the Kings come up to you and say, Ryder, I want you to decide what we're doing on Marvin Bagley, do you look to trade him, or do you look to kind of give him a season or give him some time and hoping that he can grow into himself?
Okay, honestly, I would probably give him a season. Just because I feel like Marvin Bagley, Rashawn Holmes, and De'Aaron Fox could be a really good unit. Just kind of like a run and gun Phoenix Suns old school, like 7 seconds or less offense. You know what I mean? I feel like he could. I haven't, like you said, I've never seen a full season of him healthy. He's never had one, I don't think. And besides that, he gets such inconsistent minutes. I feel like the Kings always do that. Someone's injured, they come back and they give him the weirdest schedule of minutes just to kind of mess with their head in a way. It's like, let the guy play, like let him miss a couple shots. So I feel you. I feel like it could be a Ben Simmons situation where Marvin Bagley could just be psyched out, like Ben Simmons' jump shot. I feel like that's all mental. You saw Ben Simmons knocking it down in high school. Oh my God, I don't know. It's scary. Same situation with the Sixers with Ben Simmons. That's a tough decision to trade or keep.
Man. So you took the next question out of my mouth, because we're talking about player developments, and I said I want to talk about a player who kind of hit a wall in his development, and that is Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
On that note, I wanted to ask, how would you feel about having him in Sacramento, and who would you be willing to give up for him, if anybody?
Okay,
maybe
ready?
You don't want him for anyone.
Got this. Don't worry. I've been thinking about this one. Okay. If I'm getting Ben Simmons, I'm really not worried. I'm gonna move Ben Simmons to like make him play a 3-guard, like just rock that. Like he could play, obviously like a switch back and forth, because realistically Ben Simmons is a better playmaker than De'Aaron Fox, So, it could be like a kind of a point forward like situation. We got 2 guards. Obviously that situation historically has been kind of scary. Each team that's done it. You feel me? But I think that could work just because both of them are really, really good defenders too. Like both of them are kind of locked down. Get rid of Buddy Hield for him. Buddy Hield is so inconsistent, it drives me crazy, bro. He's so good sometimes and just dog, like trash the next time, bro. It's oh my God. Get rid of Buddy Hield. Get rid of Bielitsa. Get rid of Harrison Barnes. You ship out Harrison Barnes and replace him with Ben Simmons? Man,
but Philly's not taking that.
You know what I'm saying? Realistically, we don't have anything to send them for Ben Simmons unless we get rid of the De'Aaron Fox back.
Would you give up De'Aaron Fox if it meant getting Ben Simmons?
No
way. All right, I wouldn't either. But but would you give up anybody? Would you give up Halliburton and getting Ben Simmons?
Oh, that's actually a really good question. I forgot Halliburton was like a piece. For some reason, I always feel like rookies don't get moved. You know what I mean? Like that first contract. But okay, for Halliburton, yeah, I would definitely. I mean, honestly, Halliburton, he could be like a Alonzo Ball. I don't think he can ever be a star, personally. No, I say that wrong. I don't think he'd ever be a superstar.
Okay.
He could easily be a starter. He could be like a Shea. You know what I mean? I want Shea. That's who I really want. If I'm being honest, I want Shea, bro. Okay. But no, for Ben Simmons,
Give me
yeah, I'm
Steph
giving
Curry
him
while you're at it.
exactly. You know what I mean? Like send him all this way. No, but really, yeah, get rid of Buddy Hield, get rid of not Ben Simmons, Harrison Barnes, and you can even possibly give away Bagley for a Ben Simmons player in my mind.
So pretty much
I don't know.
anybody not De'Aaron Fox.
Anybody not De'Aaron Fox, anybody not basically not De'Aaron Fox. Nah, I was gonna say Rashawn Holmes too, but I feel like Rashawn Holmes, you can't get rid of him. He's like a Montrezl Harrell. He's like that piece. You know, I feel like a lot of teams need that, especially nowadays where things are moving a little bit more small ball, but at the same time kind of big. You know what I mean? It's unusual. The game's changing so much. We got big men that are killing and just playing unlike we've ever seen. You see these some of these prospects coming out, the 7'3", like Slim Reapers over here, like just knocking down. I'm like, look, who is this little European white boy? Like these not they're nice. Like I'm like, what? Like, but no, like you said earlier, Kristaps, no, Porzingis, I'm done with.
You don't want
to try another one out.
He said, "Give me another one. I don't want Kristaps."
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
So Ryder, you just, I mean, you kind of just answered the question that you just said everybody to you can go besides Fox. My question I kind of want to, I guess, like double back on, man, is like, are you really willing to give up Halliburton, Harrison Barnes, and Buddy Hield?
I think I would actually try to keep Halliburton just because I feel like he's a great player.
He's a
realistically,
he could be a great player.
Yeah. Honestly, a great player. He could also just he kind of reminds me of Sean Livingston in a weird way, but like a better version of Sean Livingston. Like he has the play style that kind of reminds me of the length, the defensive, like prowess kind of Sean Livingston, but just with a much better ceiling, you know? So yeah, I think you're right. Instead of Halliburton, I definitely wouldn't give him away. Maybe I could definitely ship out Bagley though, and Harrison Barnes or Buddy Hield, and without a doubt, Hassan Whiteside, without a doubt. But I don't think I could give anyone out. You know what I mean? Get him out.
Hey Jay Hill, if you was over there running the Kings, would you be willing to trade any of those young players in Fox, Halliburton, Hield, Bagley, Harrison for a star?
The only one I'd be willing to trade is Buddy Hield and Bagley potentially. But De'Aaron Fox and Halliburton I'm keeping. I like that backcourt. I think it's a very tough backcourt. And I want to see what they can do. Even last season, we saw Halliburton got injured. But, man, I think that was a steal at that 12 pick last year. Kind of arguably the steal of the draft because I think a lot of teams are regretting passing up.
Really, though?
Right? Including the Warriors, like just name. But I think that was a steal. I think Ryder said Halliburton future wise that backcourt's and I think is in good hands there in Zach.
I think if I'm moving Ben Simmons to Sacramento, I'm just trying to surround him with shooters, like as many shooters. Like make sure he just doesn't have to ever shoot the ball because his shooting is garbage. But and then there's this whole stigma around Ben Simmons that he's a bad player, but he's not. He's a great defender. He's a fantastic playmaker. He's a horrible shooter, and it just some people it just translates to a bad player because the league is so shooting oriented. But man, no, just surround him with shooters and make him never have to shoot the ball. Just create. Like if he averages like 7 points a game, but he's giving you 15 rebounds and 15 assists, like that's all you really need if you you know what I mean, if you have a player like that. He's not gonna be able to shoot, so just have him create, have him defend.
He's the new Rondo.
Yeah. Rondo?
Is he the new Rondo?
With better defense.
That 0, 10, and 10.
What's up, J.O.?
Hey, no, I was about to say, Junior, the only issue is no one can shoot free throws for him. So that's true. That's the only problem, though.
Hack him bad.
He's got to
get in the gym for free throws. But honestly, like I'll give him that, like, hey, just like I need you to focus on one thing, brother. Learn free throws. Like, you don't have to worry about learning. You don't need to learn about shooting contested threes. None of that stuff. Get in the gym and just learn free throws because they are free. Like, no excuse to miss.
So, Ryder,
wait a minute. You know, one more second. I got some crazy thing on social media about the Kings, about Kyle Kuzma the other day.
Man, me too. I just seen that.
No.
Y'all better not do
Nah.
that. Y'all better not do that. Y'all better not do that.
Oh my God, buddy!
Y'all better not do that.
No.
Nah.
Y'all better not do that.
Oh,
Y'all better
man.
not.
That'd be good for the
No.
Lakers, not for the
Hey,
Kings.
that could change the Lakers' chances, but no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I was mad that Lakers didn't go this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. As a Laker hater, you know,
You were mad they didn't go to the finals.
Hey, Jay Hill's
mad.
like represent.
yeah, I was mad. You know, like I hate the Lakers personally. I always have. I love Kobe. Well, okay, as a kid, you know, I did not like Kobe Bryant. Well, I mean, I liked it. You know, every kid watches basketball is like, damn, especially like in our generation, it's like, yeah, he's obviously the best. You know what I mean? At the time, but I just was like, nah. Like once Shaq left, I was like, I loved Shaq as a kid. I loved Shaq. For some reason, I was just like, man, fuck the Lakers, man. Like, come on, man.
He said, man, the Lakers, man.
Fuck the Lakers, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But
Funny.
But no, it's like I don't know. Now though, with Bron, I just am like, man, I'm trying to see him like Apex or whatever it's called. I'm trying to see him beat MJ. I don't know. I don't
Me
know
too.
if he'll ever like be better like by the old heads or whatever, you know. But he's my GOAT personally. Like personally.
Facts. He's my GOAT too.
It's
Yeah,
dope
like-
to just you're witnessing history. Like,
Yeah.
even, you know what I mean? Like, even if the debates end up being, some people take MJ, some people take LeBron or take whoever. But like, it's dope to see like just record after record getting broken. And
Bro,
stuff like that. Like,
exactly.
it's interesting. We're living in history with a bunch of players too, not just LeBron. Like we got to see Kobe, we got to see
Steph Curry even
changed the game.
Yeah.
Curry.
I mean,
It was like,
I was like,
Steph Curry's
we over here all going crazy.
Yeah.
Oh no, but bro, I'm not gonna lie. The best player for me as a kid, without a doubt, was Dwayne Wade. That was like
Dwayne
Wade.
Wade. That was my guy. Yeah.
my hero as a kid. Like I read his book about being a father when I was like 10 years old or some shit. You know, I'm like, I gotta be a great dad. Like shit. Like I'm looking at this shit like, come on. Man, but no, like I'm really like, damn, like no, but Dwayne Wade, because that's the thing about it.
Flash.
Exactly.
Oh.
When Shaq left LA, I was kind of like, I'm done with y'all. Like, goodbye. I like the Heat now. What are you doing? No.
So, Ryder, I got a real crazy hot take question for you, Ryder. Okay. Now, and let me finish because it's a real hot take. And right when I say it at first, I know it's gonna catch you by surprise. But Ryder, is De'Aaron Fox really your max guy? Like really the guy that's gonna take you to the promised land? Because hear me out. Look, he came into the league, and when he came in, he was more known as a scorer, right? Like he was a John Wall type, get the ball up court and score quick, right? But then, you know, as these last 2 years, he's really evolved and become more of a playmaker, become just a better overall player all around, you know, upping his assists, grabbing more rebounds. But me personally, Ryder, I think De'Aaron Fox has capped out. He will not get any better than this. You won't see De'Aaron Fox coming down court with crazy court vision. You won't see De'Aaron Fox coming down court, twing behind the back, step back three. Like what he has in his bag right now is about it. It's not gonna get much better. To me, he's not a max guy. To you over there in Sacramento, is he a max guy to you guys?
Not for me. I feel like you hit the nail on. You hit it. Like he's not gonna get much better. There's so many people that have drafted after him that, you know, play a different style of basketball than him too, that is more effective in the league now. In this league, I don't think he can get too much better, and he's not going to be someone like game-changing Luka Doncic. He's not going to be a max player, a Giannis, LeBron James, even a Damian Lillard. Like he's not going to be that. Really, if I could have it my way, I would have traded De'Aaron Fox for Ja Morant's pick in 2019, just because I feel like his trade value was peak then. Ja Morant plus maybe, you know, the draft rights to Jaren Jackson, maybe, you know, different team, better team, you know,
Playoff team.
exactly.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Junior and Jay Hill, how do you guys feel? Is De'Aaron Fox really your max guy?
Yeah, no, I've always felt that he's the second option at best on a championship team, or even like a playoff contending team. We just haven't just simply like both of you said, we haven't seen that consistency from him. He hasn't proved enough as a shooter, playmaker, all of the above. So yeah, De'Aaron Fox, as much as he's Sacramento's best player, and it's tough to bring players there, you got to bring tough to sign guys. So through the draft, like trading for a bunch of picks or other options, because it's hard to sign a free agent, get a big name guy in Sacramento. But yeah, De'Aaron Fox isn't the answer at the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm moving De'Aaron Fox for picks and kind of do what the Thunder are doing. Just try to rack up as many picks as possible. I think he's worth a couple of picks. I personally think that they should be calling up Detroit and trying to make a move for that number 1 pick, because I think that De'Aaron Fox, it's like, what do they say? A bird in hand is worth more than 2 in the bush. Maybe Kate Cunningham will be a star, but you already know De'Aaron Fox is a solid player. But I agree, he's not the star of the team. Or he's not the star that can lead a team to a title. I think he's more of a Robin type of player. He'll complement another star really, really well, but as being the primary guy, it's a little bit tougher for De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, man, I definitely agree. I don't really think he is a max guy. I don't see him getting much better than this. So let me ask you guys then real quick, if you guys want to throw out your answers, right, or you go first, and then Jenner and Jay Hill, who do you want to? So then, if you do look to trade him, who do you want back? Give me an unrealistic option and a realistic option. If trades and money didn't matter, it doesn't matter. You could put Stephen Curry on that team. Who do you want to partner up with Fox over there in Sac? Realistic and unrealistic.
Okay. Unrealistic, obviously, like LeBron, people like LeBron, Steph, Giannis. Those are like the obvious ones.
Okay.
KD, but I feel like if you just add one person to that team and actually want to change the culture of the team and change like the perception of the team, you could add a Kawhi Leonard and see like a dramatic game-winning difference. And not even that, but just defense goes up when we're like that team is better suited with someone like that who's consistent, efficient, knock down shots, play good defense, knock down free throws, and be just solid and consistent with you every game. We got too many people that aren't. And besides that, the defense of De'Aaron Fox mixed with someone like Rashawn Holmes, mixed with Kawhi Leonard, like add on maybe possibly Bagley's improvement and development, that could be a scary defensive team, plus a lot of offensive perks. So, there's a lot of things to think about, but in my mind, seems not possible. So a more realistic pick, that's hard, man. No one wants to come,
Nobody wants to come.
No one wants to come. Like, think about it. I'm over here like Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to come to Sac. Like, man, people pulling Blake Griffin's, faking injuries and stuff the whole time that they're out here just fucking trying to get over to the next one. But no, really, I'm gonna put together like a different like scenario, like maybe like a trade offer. Like, I say, yeah. You probably could trade. You know what? Actually, yeah. I would trade De'Aaron Fox. I'm going to do a big one. I'm going to trade De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield. Possibly something extra. They probably would want a little extra for John Morant and Dillon Brooks. I feel like Dillon Brooks is a star. I feel like Dillon Brooks is a two-way player that is like pretty much like Danny Green was back for the Spurs, like KCP was for the Lakers, like so many players were, that man's a star. Like Dillon Brooks is a bucket, like just waiting. Like he's nice, he's unappreciated, underrated. Obviously his like value is at peak right now. But yeah, things like that, things like dumb decisions. Like I said earlier, like not making a move on John Morant earlier. Like you could have got, instead of Jaren Jackson, you could have got Dillon Brooks and John Morant, honestly, a much better team for the future. I'm gonna say John Morant and Dylan Brooks, right? Okay, bam, that's the squad right now. And then realistically, I would try to get a solid big man because John Morant is not like De'Aaron Fox. John Morant, I mean, he can run the floor. Don't get me wrong. He's just a better half-court basketball player, you know. So I would be okay with Hassan Whiteside in that lineup, you know. I feel like Hassan Whiteside could get buckets. Obviously, Jonas Valanciunas is much better. Speaking of that trade, that was crazy too, man. But I don't know. I feel like
it's hard over there
John
in Sac.
Morant. It's hard, yeah. John Morant
Nobody
and Dylan
wants to
Brooks
go
are
to
already
Sac.
in a small market. Exactly. I feel like Memphis to Sac, that's an improvement. Come on.
For real,
Actually,
man.
it probably isn't, bro. You know what I mean? Like I never been
It
to
probably
Memphis.
isn't.
You know,
So-
like come on.
So, Junior J Hill, go ahead and real quick give me an unrealistic and realistic player that you want to see over there in Sacramento.
I mean, unrealistic. Any three, right?
Okay.
LeBron, Kawhi, KD. I
Fact.
feel like any three would go well. Don't take away from. Don't take because they got Rashawn Holmes developing. They got De'Aaron Fox is already a solid guard. I mean, Halliburton. He plays a 2 and a 3, right?
Plays a 2.
So plays a 2
2 and the 1 sometimes. Yeah, he's
Plays a
nice.
1 sometimes. Yeah. So bring any. That's what I said. That's what's missing, a 3. So yeah, I mean, Kawhi Leonard would be great. Tough to get though. I don't know how they'd be able to kind of put up the assets to get him, but a more realistic option. I mean, it's like Ryder said, it's tough to come up with a trade package. But I'm thinking maybe if you're just looking at the free agent market, DeMar DeRozan would be a good addition. Even though he is a 2, he is a bucket getter, and he is, I guess, in his later years. So maybe if you can. I mean, on one hand, he probably wants to win a title, so I don't know if he's going to want to go to Sac. On the other hand, he's maybe like more because he's already not going to get a max contract or anything like that. So DeMar DeRozan, he's probably the best fit out of the free agent class, I think, because aside from obviously Kawhi Leonard, but aside from that, I mean, they're mostly guards, right? Like Lonzo Ball, but I wouldn't take him over De'Aaron Fox. Chris Paul, I wouldn't take him over De'Aaron Fox right now.
Yeah.
Not to disrespect him. I mean, he did go to the finals, but I mean, you have to plan for the future, right? Like Chris Paul's only going to be around so much longer in the NBA. De'Aaron Fox still got a future. Kyle Lowry, same situation, So I think really you probably shouldn't look at one guards in the free agent market. Maybe just gotta go after maybe a DeMar DeRozan or like you said, try to pull up try to do something to get some of the young guns in Memphis. If it's not John Morant, I think John Morant might be untouchable for the Grizzlies, but
Facts.
maybe Triple J, maybe Dylan Brooks.
That boy's nice.
Somebody out there.
Nice.
Try to get some picks.
Jay Hill, who's your realistic and unrealistic over there for the Sac?
Yeah, unrealistically realistic would be kind of like Cat. I've said that for the Mavericks too, but Cat would be cold. He comes in and is immediately your one option. I think there gives a great pick and roll option for D Fox. But I think that's like if Timberwolves want to move on from him and it's not working out, I think they're definitely going to be looking, and Sacramento is definitely going to have some pieces to trade if they don't get rid of Bagley. But realistically, I think Junior said it right best with DeMar, but another free agent I think is Jared Allen from the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think he'd be a really good option there at the 5. A very a versatile two-way guy. We know his defensively, but I mean his offensive game improved as well. I mean he was a walking triple-double, and I'm talking double-double, and I'm talking high scoring, a bunch of boards. He's blocking shots, he's changing the game defensively. But we saw that improvement last year offensively, and he would come in and be a great, low key pickup for the Kings because he slept on. So Jared Allen would be a great pickup for them.
I like that. I actually have right here for my realistic, I have Jared Allen. So I like that you go with that, Jay. But my unrealistic that I would love to see on the Kings, but I mean, the Hawks wouldn't let it happen, would be John Collins. I think John Collins and De'Aaron Fox would be so nice together. But man, that would be crazy. So Ryder, man, so we as we start wrapping up here, Ryder, we witnessed a crazy Kings season, man. Another devastating season of the 15th year of not making the playoffs. So Ryder, if you had to put like a word or like a sentence or like a phrase, a little bow tie as to one word as to how the season went, and then one word as to how you're feeling for the future as a Kings fan. Okay, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. The season went. Just one word. Okay.
You can do a phrase if you want.
Okay. The season went as expected.
Okay.
Realistically, and my hopes for the future, my thoughts for the future, for the Kings, I'm numb. You feel?
He's like, you know what? Whatever. At this point,
nothing can hurt me anymore. Nothing can hurt.
You're hella funny, Ryder.
Hey, bro, I'm like, come on.
No pain.
15 years, man. Come on.
Trust me.
Oh man, that
time.
is crazy. Okay. So we'll go with season went as expected, and we're numb. I like those two. All right. So Ryder, man, I wanna introduce you to our closing segment that we do on this podcast called Guess the Player. Here are the rules, Ryder. I have some players here, and I'm gonna list some of their accolades, and I'll talk about some things that they're famously known for, and you guys have to guess. You get 2 guesses, okay? You can blurt them out. LeBron Curry, you can say that right away if you want, but then you have no more guesses, okay?
Okay. 2 guesses?
2 guesses. Okay? So and you can wait. I'm gonna say the accolades. You can wait it out. You guess at the end if you want. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. First player.
Everybody guessing?
Everybody
guessing. Yeah, everyone's guessing.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
I'm like, come on, man.
He's a 15-time All-Star. He's a 3-time All-Star MVP. He's a 2-time scoring champion.
Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
No. What did you say, J Hill? Was that
James
a guess
Harden?
or no?
Nah, shit.
All right. Y'all got 2 more. And Ryder got 2. Still there's 2 more. Sorry, y'all have 1 more. Ryder has 2.
Yeah.
He has 4 rings. Okay. He's a 1-time Rookie of the Year.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Oh, he knew that one.
Hey, Ryder,
said he was a big Shaq fan.
Ryder was a
said he was a big Shaq fan.
Hey, Ryder, the way you said that was so boss. He was just like Shaq. That was boss. Okay. All right.
Hey, give me another one, bro. Come on, let's
line them up.
Here's the next player, guys. All right. He's a 5-time All-Star. He's only been selected 1 time to all NBA first teams. He's a gold medal winner. He won in the year of 2000. He's known for his killer crossover.
Allen Iverson.
No.
Hardaway.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
J Hill. Oh, J Hill, you were supposed to get that. J Hill, you were supposed to get that.
Tim Hardaway?
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Sr.
Shit.
Oh.
Bro,
hey,
the moment you said it, you're off. I
don't know why I said Allen Iverson. He doesn't have 5 All-Stars. He has way more.
J Hill, I thought you was going to get the next one. I was about to say he's part of Run TMC. And I thought
you were going to
get that.
That would have been easy. Yeah. No.
All right, y'all ready? All right, so Ryder got 1 and Jenner got 1.
All right.
J Hill, if you get this next one, I have a bonus one just in case it goes into a 3-way tie. Okay, because somebody's got to win. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Third player. He's also known for having a killer crossover. He's one of the oldest players. Actually, before I say that, he won an NBA Teammate Award of the Year. He's one of the oldest players in NBA history to drop a 50-piece. And he's a 3-time 6th Man of the Year.
Lou Williams.
Mother. Jamal Crawford.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, Junior, I was literally just waiting until somebody said it. Dude.
Hold on. There's a
Jay crossover.
Jay crossover.
Yes.
Hey, come on. That 50 point got me. I swear to God. Oh.
He just,
I said Lou Will. He said Ryder said Lou Will.
Oh, man. Hey, give me the bonus one. Give me the bonus one.
I'll give you the bonus one. I'll give
Give
you
me
the
the
bonus
bonus
one.
one. Let me
All
get
right,
one.
y'all
Let me
ready?
get one.
All right, here we go. He's the second youngest player in NBA history to get a 50-piece. Second youngest.
Luka
player.
Doncic.
Oh,
No.
my God. No, okay.
He is already a Hall of Famer.
LeBron James.
No.
I'm out.
Oh, you're
I got
out.
my
You're,
two- I
you're
got
out.
my 2 guesses. All right. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Kobe Bryant.
No. He's a 4-time steals leader in the league.
Oh,
He's been
shit.
a 7 times minutes leader in the league.
Wait, whoa.
All right,
Keep going.
here we go.
Never mind.
I think I know who it is.
You know who it is, Junior. He's a 4-time scoring champ.
I know who it is.
He's an 11-time All-Star.
I already forgot the first hint.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
You want me to go? Okay. No, I'll run it back.
Yeah, keep it
I'll run it
going,
back.
bro.
I'll run it
Keep
back.
going.
I'll run it back.
Run him up.
Okay. He's the second youngest player in NBA history to get a 50-piece. He's already in the Hall of Fame. And I'm gonna give you guys a hint. When I say already in the Hall of Fame, means he's retired.
Oh,
Okay,
I thought you
he's
meant
not
like
playing
said
right now.
LeBron.
Exactly.
That's why I
Wait.
said LeBron.
He's already in the he's in the Hall of Fame.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
4-time steals leader.
He's a 4-time steals leader.
John Stockton, no.
No,
I know who it is.
Jay Hill, you got one guess.
J Kid. No, I fucked up.
Ooh, Ryder, you only got one guess. Come
Fuck.
on, y'all.
Oh,
All right,
man.
are y'all ready? He's again a 4-time steals leader. He's a 7-time minutes leader. Just listen up. Let me finish. He's a 4-time scoring champ. He's an 11-time All-Star, 2-time All-Star MVP. He's a 3-time All-NBA first team.
Can I guess again?
No, you can't. You gotta let him. Okay, you
No
guys
rings.
need no rings. You guys
No,
need
not
some more?
I fuck. Oh,
Ryder,
I was
do
gonna say that, bro.
Ryder killed it.
Bro, I knew it, man. I'm so mad.
Oh,
man.
man.
I know he was. Hey, when he started talking, I was like, no.
Oh
Don't come after me. Don't come after
man,
me.
that is crazy. So Jay Hill and Jay Hill and Jr.
For some reason, when you said he's in a Hall of Fame, I thought like, oh, he's a lock for the Hall of Fame. And I'm like, LeBron. So that's why I was like, I know, man. I knew as soon as you gave out the third tip, I'm like, Allen Iverson.
So Jay Hill and Jr. This is the
trash.
second week. This is the second week that the guest has came on here and beat you guys in the guest the player. What's going on, guys?
Gotta pick up the
Bro,
slack.
I've been getting swept too. I don't even know. Ryder was on his toes tonight, man. He had it going.
Shaquille O'Neal. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
Shaquille O'Neal. From then on, he had that momentum. There's nothing we can do.
Damn.
Man, but there you have it, though, everybody. That was our off-season Kings interview. Ryder, dog, we are so happy to have you on, man. Like, thank you so much for blessing us with your presence. Like, you know so much about basketball. You're a fun guy to talk to, and most of all, man, you're my brother, man. So we really appreciate you coming on, Ryder.
Yeah, of course, man. Thank you guys so much for just having me, man. I miss talking basketball. I'm over here bored. I'm stuck in the house doing nothing, chilling with a baby. I miss talking about basketball with adults. You feel me? So thank you for having me on. Honestly,
Absolutely.
I love you guys so much, man. You're my dogs for real. I love y'all.
Man, for real, Ryder. And Ryder, if the fans want to follow Ryder on Instagram, Ryder, do you have a Twitter?
I do not have a Twitter
Do
because
not.
I'm an idiot.
Okay,
But
you guys can go ahead and follow Ryder on Instagram. I'm gonna put it right there, right in this little bubble, man. Make sure to go give him a follow. And I'm gonna go ahead and put Clutch Talks Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok right here in my little bubble, man. Make sure to go follow us on there, man. We interact with fans. We drop a lot of NBA polls, updates, to episode updates, man. We love to debate, man, especially on Twitter. Come debate with us on Twitter. We love that. And stay tuned for more, man, because it's the off season, and us over here at Clutch Talk, we grinding in off season. So, Junior, you got any last words to say for the Kings fans?
I just appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I gotta brush up on my NBA knowledge.
Jay Hill,
more of these games.
Jay Hill, any last words for the Kings fans?
Nah, Ryder, appreciate you coming on, man. I think I got to brush up on my facts too, man. Can't get swept out here like that.
Hey, bro, everybody owes an apology to the Kings fans, bro. We need it. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Over here bagging on this whole time. Come on. Nah,
man. So there you have it, everybody. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And that's it. We out here, y'all. Clutch Talk out.
Peace.
Peace.